How's everybody doing? Warriors, Patriots, ladies and gents. Hope everyone's doing okay. I'm going to touch on today on President Trump and how he reacted to Nancy Pelosi. Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, wants Trump to delay his State of the Union address. I'm not sure how accurate this is, but to my knowledge, there's never been a State of the Union address to Congress and to the American people during a government shutdown. President Trump denied Speaker Pelosi's request, and instead he canceled her flights to Brussels, Egypt, and Afghanistan. Now, you can agree or disagree with the way the president is dealing with things. However, I will say I don't completely disagree with his actions. He can say, write a letter or do whatever, but I think that a lot of our hardworking, tax-paying federal dollars are going to do a lot of wasteful things. And a lot of it is congressmen and Senate going from point A to point B, and it may not even be dealing with government work. Now, according to sources, this trip was so Speaker Pelosi could go talk to the troops and check in on how they're doing. Now, that's great and all, but if you want my opinion, I don't think Congress should be getting paid at all. I don't think that they should be getting funded at all during the shutdown. I think Congress should be doing everything they can to work with the president right now to get this government reopened instead of worrying about everything else that's going on right now. Now, like I said, visiting the troops, that can wait. We got to deal with what's going on right here in this country right now. And right now, we have a government shutdown, and we have government workers that are not receiving their paychecks. And more time is going by, the worse it's getting. I really feel for these government workers right now. So poor Nancy, she doesn't get her flight. So I'm sure she's real angry about this, but I got news for you, Nancy. With all the money you have, for all the years you've been in Congress, you have been a congresswoman since 1987. You've been a congresswoman almost as long as I've been alive. I mean, over 30 years. Are you kidding me right now? You mean to tell me you can't afford to send yourself over there on a flight to go greet our troops? Because I guarantee you the president would do it. He'd do it on his own tab. I know he would. Now, let's talk about leadership. I applaud Congressman Dan Crenshaw. Mr. Dan Crenshaw, a Navy SEAL veteran, is refusing to accept wages. He is not getting paid right now, folks. Now, I think there are a few other representatives that might be doing this as well. I'm not sure. But Dan Crenshaw is showing real leadership right now. He's in Congress. He was just newly elected by the state of Texas. And he is basically saying, I'm not going to get paid right now until this government reopens. Good on him. I think that shows how much our veterans lead this nation. I think we need more veterans representing us in Washington, whether it's Democrat or Republican. Because in the military, they teach teamwork, but they also teach put others before yourself. And that's what Mr. Crenshaw is doing right now, and I applaud him for that. Good on you, sir. I think you can learn a lot from his real leadership, but also other veterans as well. I will tell you, in my time in the Marine Corps, I learned a lot about sacrifice. And whether it's a life and death sacrifice, or whether it's just buying somebody lunch, or picking up a tab for somebody that may not have the money. Just simple little things like that, nice gestures that really go a long way in the workforce and in life. Let's talk about a couple of leadership traits. Judgment. I think Nancy Pelosi and sometimes even the president have been demonstrating poor judgment lately. I don't think they've been thinking about the government workers. Um, like I said, they need to do everything they can to get this government reopened right now because there are people suffering. Um, Another one I've been looking at is accountability. I've been seeing zero accountability as far as the Democrats. They've been blaming everything on President Trump. President Trump has been owning most of it, but he has been mentioning the Democrats, and the Democrats do have a lot to do with it. Unselfishness. I'm seeing nothing but selfish Congress right now, wasting our tax-paying money, and they have no interest in working with the president. And even Senator Lindsey Graham, just said something. He was criticizing Trump for canceling Pelosi's flight. You know what, Mr. Graham, I like you. I think you're a stand-up guy and you do a pretty good job. I'm in Washington, but come on, stop. Don't go siding with Nancy. Don't think just because the president may not be acting like the old gentleman you want him to be, that he's not doing the right thing. I think he's doing the right thing by canceling the flight. Nancy Pelosi can travel on her with her own dollars. Well, that's all I have for tonight, folks. I want to keep these short. I've been trying to work on keeping these clips more short. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you watch more of my clips. It's Brandon, Warrior Poet, signing out. Keep up the good fight, Warriors.